There are reports that Yamaha might be bringing a new motorcycle to the Indian market, a Yamaha R2, which from the name I'm guessing is probably gonna be similar to looking to an R15 but has a 200cc engine or something. And I'm guessing that it'll probably have a 23 or 25 horsepower, something in that range. And while a new Yamaha coming to the market is exciting, I am concerned about what the price might be. Because let's be real here. The price of motorcycles have gotten really expensive, and the buying motorcycles just for having fun and the enjoyment of buying motorcycles feels like something that most people just can't seem to get around because of the price. I mean, when you look at the big motorcycles, the I'm not seeing a lot of them on the road these days because of the price. The big 300 plus cc bikes, and with all the stuff with the taxes and all that, the 350cc plus bikes, I think we're gonna start seeing even less of them now. And because of that, the R2, the market it's gonna be coming into, if it does come, I'm wondering how well it will actually do. And considering the fact that the R15 exists, and then there's the R3, and how well would this bike be placed in between them? Now, I don't think the R3 would take too much of a hit because of this bike, because the R3 is really expensive. I think on road the bike, I think the ex showroom prices, but I saw a few prices, 3,40,000 and 3,60,000. I don't know which one's the accurate one, but it's around that range, so that's pretty expensive. And the R15, for what I see in the prices, it's on road. The on road price seems to be around 2,10,000 and that range, depending on the option. So I guess there is a big gap in terms of price to get a new bike in, but how much is this bike gonna cost? Is it gonna cost 2,50,000 on road, 2,80,000 on road? And as much as people love Yamaha and people love the R15, paying that much money for a 200cc bike, well, it's not as appealing as it once was. Now, there is one thing Yamaha could do to get people excited about this bike, is to give it a lot of tech and a lot of features for the price at a competitive price. But Yamaha, in my opinion, doesn't seem to be doing that. In terms of just pure value for what you get for the bike, you're not really getting that with the Yamahas, although the bikes are really great. And because of that, a 200cc Yamaha, I feel like it might either, honestly, I think it would either end up being a decent hit, but it might become a hit at the cost of the R15, and people just go straight for the R2. Because the R15, as great as that bike is, it is a 150cc bike, and people want a bigger, more bike with more performance. And yeah, I think one of these bikes aren't going to do well with them being on sale together. Now, will they discontinue the R15 and then bring this out? Yeah, that's not going to happen. They're not going to risk that. The R15 is a really safe bike for them. So that's definitely going to be there. And the R2, I guess it'll probably end up going on sale alongside it, and it's going to confuse a lot of people. Although I guess in terms of pricing, it won't be that confusing. But if the pricing is an issue, then will people really go for the R2? And what bike is this going to be mainly competing against? I think it's probably going to be the RC200. And again, I'm not really seeing a lot of RC200s either. I'm seeing a few Duke 200s and 250s and all that, but the RC200, it's been a while since I've seen a new one. And yeah, I feel like this bike, as great as it might be, unless Yamaha price it really aggressively, it might end up having some problems in terms of getting people to spend money on a 200cc bike that costs 2,80,000 rupees. I mean, the price is just too much. And considering some of the competition, if not directly, the other bikes that are out there now, it's not doesn't seem all that appealing. So yeah, let's wait and see till the R2 comes out, and if it does come out, and I'm guessing it probably end up being a similar price to RC200, and I guess it will do some good sales numbers in the beginning at least. So there are a lot of Yamaha fans out there who want a bike, and they don't want to pay money for the R3, so they might go for the R2. But let's wait and see what happens with that bike. But Yamaha overall, I feel like their prices need to be more aggressive, because if things keep going the way they do, well, I don't know if the current sales numbers are enough for Yamaha. Maybe it is, and they're okay with it. But India is a big market, and they price their bikes more aggressively. A lot of people would buy it, and Yamahas, they have a big fan base, and people connect Yamaha to reliability and all that. So it's a really safe option for people to buy. It's kind of a no-brainer, but the pricing, it is a bit of a problem. And honestly, the MT pricing, even though it is a great bike, considering the size of the bike, it's way too much. Come on. Even with all the technology it has and all that, it's too much. So let's hope that the R2 is priced more aggressively, and maybe an M2 or something comes out too. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens, and let's see how well it competes against the RC200. And honestly, what's going on with the RC200? I haven't really heard much about anything about that bike these days. So anyway, the R2 is probably coming out, and let's wait and see what happens with that bike.